such a mess. Men scare me, but he doesn't. He's cool. He's iconic. I'm gonna marry you when you're 16 because I am attracted to children. Anyway, what's the point of most of these men? Like, so hello and welcome back to my channel. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Saskia and I am a big fan of Barbie. Before I carry on with this video, it's probably quite dark because I have to have the blinds down because it's boiling. But I want them slightly open, but not too open that the sun shines in. But that's just what we're dealing with. I have done 2 Barbie ranking videos in the past, and I love them. They take me so long to edit, they take me so long to film, but they are definitely my favourite thing to film and edit. I'm meaning to do the couples, the boys, the sidekicks, and then how gay is Barbie. I was going to do how gay is Barbie in June because of Pride Month, but I did miss that, so how gay is Barbie will wait. But today I thought I would do ranking the Barbie boys, and only the relevant ones, because a lot of them aren't relevant, so I do only have 11. So the boys that we're ranking are Aiden, Derek, Carlos, Julian, Dominic, Nalu, Antonio, Daniel, Stefan, Eric, and Louis. Or Louis. I think it's Louis because he's the French one. So it's only 11 things that I'm ranking, so this video will hopefully not be 45 minutes to an hour like my previous ones, but it could still be long because I have a list on my phone, but I don't know if I agree anymore. I feel like my opinions have changed, but I'm not sure. I feel like the bottom few I'm good with, but then the top 7, which is most of them, I can't put 2 people on the same tier. I can't put them on the same rank. This is why I want to do tier ranking them. But I also get stressed with the idea of tier ranking them, so we do just number them. I'm happy with number 1, but I'm just not sure. Anyway, we'll start because we can deal with the ones I'm not sure of later. At 11, the worst Barbie boy, and I'm also just doing human boys. And also relevant, I'm not doing the 2 iconic twins from Diamond Castle because I forgot they existed and they're not really relevant. They're pretty iconic, but yeah, I don't remember what the characteristics were I looked at when I was ranking these. I think it was they're partly their actual romance with the character, but I have done couples separately, so that's not the entire thing. Then if I just hate them, you know when you just look at oh, I'm not ranking. It's not Chad, is it? He is a Chad, but the Ken equivalent from Barbie Diaries. You know when you just look at someone you hate them? Yeah, him. That's what I mean. How much I hate them from just initial looking. I just realised there's a lot of boys I'm not ranking. Because I'm not ranking Ken. How did I miss Ken? Do I need to include Ken? I think I need to include Ken. But which Ken? Because Fairy Secret Ken, he's incredible. But Fashion Fairy Tale Ken, he's not as cool. Oh. Who do I rank? I should really be more prepared when it comes to filming videos. Because do I include Ken and do I include, I'm making mistakes. We're struggling. Maybe I'll just rank princes. And that way we don't have Ken. Ranking princes, but not including Ken, even though he's a prince to me. In Fairy Secret, he was almost a prince. And we're ranking the relevant princes. I'm not ranking Prince Reginald, or Tommy, or Johan, or Nicholas, or Liam, or Leo, or Kieran, or Edmund, or Delphine, Chadwick. You can all suck it, they're not relevant princes. We're ranking the ones that I actually care about and the ones that actually play a role in the movie. Because as Barbie movies started to get later on, Barbie was oh, feminism, we've got to do that one. So Barbie doesn't have a romantic interest in a lot of them, or he's just irrelevant. In Princess Charm School, who even is it? I think that's Chadwick. No one knows his name because he's not relevant. Oh, this is such a run, I should really just start. I'm also wearing pink for the Barbie. It's so close to breaking. If it breaks in the video, it breaks in the video. That's just how it is. This is such a mess. I've also got a pink phone case. That's my pink. we're going to start. Jesus. So we're starting at the bottom. At number 11, I think, well, I hope everyone would agree with me, we have Prince Louis.
Are you all right?
Yes, I am. And you? Look out!
He sucks. He hates women. He hates women. He just hates women. If you couldn't tell. Like, I know that was like the view at the time because it was in like, I don't know, olden time France, but you can't hate women, Louis. It's not on. You can't hate women. Especially not Corinne, who saved your life. Like, Prince Louis was just the most irrelevant man. Like, I don't care about him. The villain was cooler. Oh, that's another thing I'm gonna do when I rank villains. Like, the villain was cooler than Prince Louis. He's irrelevant. He just kind of wanted to vibe and fly. But in the process, he was like, oh, I hate women. You know? He hates women. I hate him. He's irrelevant. Corinne shouldn't have saved him. He should just let him die. I don't care. Let him die and vibe as a musketeer or go do it somewhere else. I don't like him. I just don't. He's not my cup of tea. He sucks. I feel like that's the only prince that I hate. Like, I don't even think he's okay. I hate him. And then everything from number 10 up was really quite difficult to rank, and yeah, it was hard to rank these ones. So at number 10, we have Prince Eric. So, Eric is from Nutcracker, and I just don't really like him. Him as a Nutcracker now, whew, that is a man. Him as a Nutcracker would be in the top. But him as a prince, I mean, even just him as a Nutcracker, he's boring. He's literally a plank of wood. What does he add to the story? Not much. Like, oh, he stabs a rat and then his arm breaks, or a mouse. Like, the mouse, on the other hand, and what's his name? Is his name Pig? Or Fig? The bat? Now that's a man. But Eric? Don't care, not interested. I just don't like him. He just... Oh, I mean, I admit his dance with Clara, iconic. I mean, he's not very good at dancing. Clara's, you know, she's carrying the team, but incredible. But like, why doesn't he just tell her she's a sugar plum princess at the beginning? I just don't like him. And honestly, more attractive as a Nutcracker. I said it. I hope it's not an unpopular opinion because it's the correct one. He is much prettier as a Nutcracker. He's okay, but like, what's the point of him? That's my thing, right? What's the point of most of these men? Like, the ones at the top actually do something in the movie. They're actually like relevant other than being like, oh, Barbie, wow, you're so pretty. I'm gonna marry you when you're 16 because I am attracted to children. You know, other than that, what do any of these do? So then at number 9 we have Prince Stefan. For some reason I literally cannot find a clip of our boy Prince Stefan because Barbie Rapunzel seems to just not really exist, but here is our boy. So then we have Prince Stefan. He's from Rapunzel. He, you know, like, he gets kind of Rapunzel vibing, but I just don't really care about him. He's kind of cool. He's got loads of siblings. I honestly don't remember. It's been a while since I've watched a Barbie film. I need to get back on the Barbie grind. Probably, you know, should be before I make videos like this, when I actually have to talk about people in Barbie, because I don't remember what happens in some of these films. I just don't like Prince Stefan. He's not like as bad as Louis or Eric, but he's just a bit boring. Like, why does he exist? Like, if you take him out of the story, Rapunzel probably would have got out of the castle anyway. Like, out of the tower. Because he didn't really do anything for her. He just kind of was there. He was just kind of like, oh, Gothel, you kind of look a bit like Rapunzel. Yay. Like, why was he there? What did he add? Nothing. And then at number 8, don't really know why he was above Prince Stefan, but we have Prince Daniel from Swan Lake.
I guess what I'm asking is, will you marry me?
No. No!
I think he was just cooler. He also tried to kill Barbie, which, if you try to kill Barbie, you go up a few points, because you're just better. Like, try and shoot me like that, please. Prince Daniel, kill me. Can I say that on YouTube? I'm not monetized anyway. Take my money. Take away my ads. I don't care. Like, Prince Daniel, he's just nice. My camera overheated. What am I supposed to do? I can't give up on my video. YouTube isn't a hobby, it's a lifestyle. It's who I am, it's my personality, but now my camera's overheated. So short intermission while my camera overheats. Where were we? I don't even remember where we were. Go grab a drink or a snack. I mean, it will only be a second for you when the next clip rolls in, but it will have been like 25 minutes for me. Oh, can it cool down so I can go back to being a pro vlogger, please?
3 hours later.
Right, intermission is briefly over. We're gonna go quick. Prince Daniel, don't really like him. He did try to kill Barbie, so a few extra points. I also just like Swan Lake, the film, so he just kind of, I don't know, okay? I don't know what I'm doing. Oh. Next person is someone I actually have reason to dislike. He just sucks. But I still like him more than Daniel and Stefan, who I don't really have a reason to dislike. I just don't really vibe with them. We then have Prince Antonio from Island Princess.
Ro, I want you to stay with me.
I can't. Princess Luciana.
She's very nice, but
You belong together. I shouldn't have come.
Now that is a man. A bad one. What does he do wrong, right? He basically just kidnaps this girl. He's like, right, even though you're completely vibing and completely fine and surviving on this island, let me colonize you. Pocahontas vibes. Like, she just falls in love with, like, her white kidnapper. And then, right, Antonio, who's, like, kind of vibing with Luciana, he's like, no, Luciana, I like this weird island girl who I just picked up and talks to animals. And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna marry you, but I'm also in love with someone else. Like, I know it's for the greater good of the kingdom, but Antonio, you little man whore. He's leading them both on at once, and it's not on. And he's just boring. Like, he's nice to the animals and all that, but he's just boring. I just don't vibe with him. Antonio makes mistakes in his life. Like, his mum was... Right, his dad wasn't going to let him marry Ro, but his mum was always going to be chill with that. Like, his mum would never have had an issue with it. So here's my plan. His mum would let him marry Ro. So, you know, remove the father from the situation and then marry Ro. And don't lead Luciana on. Let Luciana go and live. She's probably a cottagecore lesbian. Not even probably, she is a cottagecore lesbian. Did you see her? She was in love with Ro. Fight me on that one. You can't, because it's true. Like, you can't have a love triangle where you're both in love with the beautiful blonde. Like, Luciana is in love with Ro. Oh, my camera's overheating again. Luciana loves Ro. Antonio loves Ro. Ro loves Antonio. Luciana also loves Antonio. Antonio, he just hates everyone. He sucks. Angle number 3 while we wait for my camera to cool down. How's everyone doing? We got a few intermissions. We've not made it far. We've made it, we're only at number 7. There's 6 more to go and I've had to stop filming twice. Yeah, it's going well. I'm really thriving. Yeah. How's everyone doing? Do you agree with my ranking so far? Probably not. Is that going to change my mind? Probably, because I'm very susceptible to peer pressure and social influence. But how's everyone doing? What's your favourite Barbie movie and why? If it's Princess and the Pop Star, leave. If it's Puppy Chase. If it's Puppy Chase, you need to seriously reconsider your life options. Unless you're like 5, then that's fine because you're a child. But otherwise, if you're like my age, like 19, and it's just anything or like any of the modern ones, is everything okay? Are we all doing no good? Like, I mean, if you like Barbie anyway, you're probably neurodivergent. It's just, I don't make the rules, it's just how it is. But like, you know, what was I even on about? Oh, Puppy Chase. This is a Puppy Chase hate page. This is also a Princess and the Pop Star hate page. I don't even hate the film. It's tolerable, it's enjoyable, but I hate it. You know? I wonder if the camera's cooled down enough. Let's try going back to the video. Original angle. Back to you in the studio. Has the angle changed? Yes, probably. But, you know my dilemma. It's too hot. So, yeah, Prince Antonio, don't like him. He's a whore. He's a man whore, and not even a good one. Just let Luciana and Ro get together and get out of the picture. Next. See, now I'm not sure. Who even's this one? Oh, no, I know who that one is. I'm moving him up. My number 6 is going up to number 3. No, to number 4. Then, at number 5, I'm confused. At number 6, we have Prince Dominic.
I'll always be by your side if you love me for me. If you love me for me.
Breathtaking.
Princess and the Pauper, Prince Dominic. He's iconic. He falls in love with a pauper, and he doesn't even hate that she's a pauper. Like, he's not Prince Louis. So, better. We're making progress. Even though this was like, yeah. Prince Dominic is good. He rescues Erica. Well, Erica rescues herself because #feminism. But he tries to rescue Erica. He then, maybe he should go up. This is the thing, right? This and number 5 are tied. Probably. Because he even then lets Erica go for a year. Erica's like, boy, I want to go travelling for a year. And he's like, that's fine. I don't want to marry a child anyway because I am not attracted to minors. And when he does the bare minimum for you, and then she goes off travelling for a year, and he waits for her. And then they get married and they have a double wedding. I love Prince Dominic. He's just... There's nothing wrong with him. At all. Everything is right with Prince Dominic. And my next one is then Prince Julian.
She has beautiful eyes. Your spirits rise when she walks in the room.
I see.
Doors close and the chemistry grows. She's like a rose that's forever in bloom.
But I feel like Julian has a more active role. He actually like saves the princess. And I know that Dominic doesn't really know what's going on. But Julian is a better part of the story. Dominic is a better person, but Julian's a better part of the story. But he's also like, he's just great. I remember he smells the note or something and he's like, Annalise doesn't scent her paper with lavender. She normally uses rose. And I'm like, that's my boy. He knows her scented paper. What an icon. He pays attention to the small stuff. Does your boy know what you scent your paper with? I don't think he does. He's just great. Like, and he's happy to see Annalise just getting married. Like, he knows Annalise doesn't want to get married to Dominic, but he knows that she has to do it for the country. And he's like, that's fine. Like, I will just love you forever and be a friend who is really passionately in love with you. And he's great. And then he teaches Erica how to be a princess, and to be a princess is a bop. Like, he gets his song. He gets a song. The others, they don't get a song. But Julian, he's out here being a songmeister. He's great. I love Julian. Julian and Dominic, I feel like they're kind of even. Julian's better in terms of the story. Dominic's better in terms of I don't know, he just is. I just like him. He's just good. But yeah, those are my 6 and 5. And then we move on to the one that was originally 6, but I've now moved to number 4 because I was flustered, I was panicking. At number 6, no, at number 4, we have Prince Nalu. Now, why was he at number 6? Originally I disliked him, I know. Controversial, but the first time I watched Fairytopia, I was like, he just seems like a Chad. He just seems like the kind of boy who sucks. Like, you know, like the popular boys in school who play rugby or football and they would make fun of girls. Yeah, that one, that's who he is. He reminds me of boys from my school, secondary school, but actually attractive. So, Prince Nalu. He does remind me of a Chad. He does give me Chad vibes. And when I first watched it, wasn't keen on Prince Nalu. I didn't like him. But I appreciate the fact that he doesn't have a romantic relationship with Alina. I appreciate that. I appreciate that him and Nori, although we know Nori is definitely bisexual, and she does fancy Alina, it's a fact. I appreciate that him and Nori get together. I appreciate that he's like a series regular. Like he's in more than one film, and he actually has character development. Like, he goes from being a Chad, you know he's a Chad, to being someone you actually like, and someone you actually tolerate. I feel like there's not much wrong with him, which is why he does deserve spot number 4. He's good, he's cute, he's well animated. Oh my god, he's 16. So that means he's not too much of a perv. He's the one getting kidnapped, and he's a little sneaky boy. He doesn't just let himself get kidnapped, he kind of deals with things. Like, he tries to trick the fungus, and he tries to actually save Fairytopia, but without, like, dying himself. You know, this is such a mess of a video. Will this ever see the light of day? Probably, because I don't want to refilm it, but this is poor quality. Like, poor quality. But yeah, I like Nalu. I might just like it because I do really like the Fairytopia franchise. Apart from Magic of the Rainbow, that's not for me. But Mermaidia, that is for me. And I just really like him. And I like him and Nori, and I like him and Alina. I like the fact that they're just friends. And they are... That's the doorbell. And they kind of remain friends. Like, he makes it clear to Nori that they're just friends. And she's fine with that. No, he makes it clear to Nori that him and Alina are just friends, which means that him and Nori can... kissy kissy. Then at number 3 we have Prince Carlos from Mariposa.
Guard!
You called, Your Highness?
Lord Gastros, I command you to release me.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that. Nor can you command it. As the Queen's chief advisor, her power goes to me when she can't rule, not to you.
Which is exactly what you want, is it not? That is why you won't let me go after the Ilios antidote. I swear, Gastros, if you are behind what happened to my mother...
No, Your Highness, I promise you, I only want her to be well.
I don't really like him, but he is the most beneficial to the plot. Oh my god, what's her name? So, he doesn't really do anything with Mariposa. They literally, like, barely know each other. They're just like, oh wow, she reads, she's not like other girls. And he just kind of fancies her. But, like, she's obviously, you know, by the second film we know she's in love with Catania. It doesn't really matter about him. But he goes off with Willa. Willa rescues him, which is quite nice that it's not Mariposa. It's not like the Barbie one. And he hangs out with Willa. They're good friends. And he actually actively tries to save the day. He doesn't just kind of sit there and exist. He actively goes and tries to help. He's actively doing things for once, which is what we like to see. He's also kind of cool. He's fashionable. And he's a bit of Spain. He's Spanish. We love the Spain. He's great. He's pretty cool. He just feels like he's actively engaged in the movie. He's actually trying to be useful, which a lot of them don't do. Louis, I'm looking at you. But I do appreciate him. I feel like he tries his best, and he's trying hard, and he does a good job. He's actually successful, And he's also like not the perfect prince. Like he doesn't even really want to be the prince. He doesn't really know what he's doing, and that's fine. And like we're all okay with that. At number 2, Prince Derek from 12 Dancing Princesses. He's just great. I like his parrot, first of all, and he makes shoes for everyone, and he makes really nice shoes, and he's a good dancer, and he's just a good boy. He literally, I'm just reading up on the Barbie wiki because I don't remember exactly what he does, but I remember that he does things. Like Genevieve asks him to do something, and he actually does it. And he finds out about Rowena, he kind of finds out what is going on. And then he's the reason they know what's going on. He's the reason they know what Rowena's doing. Like, he's the reason their dad's still alive, pretty much. So Derek, iconic. He's also just kind of cool. He feels deserving of, like, second place because he knows what he's doing. He's actually useful to the plot. As in, like, very useful to the plot. They wouldn't really do anything. They wouldn't even know that Rowena was, like, trying to assassinate their dad if he didn't tell them. So he is the movie. Then number 1, and this is an obvious number 1, Prince Aidan from Magic of Pegasus.
What are you doing down here?
Aidan is my favourite. He is the best, and that is just a fact. When they go to get the magical stones, to make the Wand of Light, like, and Annika breaks hers, drops hers, whatever, he gives up the one that he was going to give to his parents. He's willing to make that sacrifice for this girl he barely knows. Like, he barely knows her, and he's willing to give up his way of repaying his family for her. And he's just the best prince. He's cool. Him and Annika, he's funny. He has a personality, and most of these boys don't. Like, he has a personality, he knows what he's doing, he's a romantic king, he's a funny king. I love Aidan. He's the best. He's also an ice skating professional, and he does some nice ice skating. I love him. He also helps... Is her name Brianna or Brietta? He also helps Annika's sister, and he carries Annika out when she's like all passed out in the cold, and he is just... He's great. He not only kind of forwards the plot, he is the plot. He is the reason that they are able to create this Wand of Light. They wouldn't be able to without his diamond or his forging or his, like, anything. He's the plot. We're so close to the end of the video. Please, camera. Please, let's pray to Bibble, everybody. Now, my camera will not overheat. So, where was I? Aidan, icon. He is definitively the best Barbie prince. He is the reason Annika still has a family. Like, I think, you know, him and Derek, iconic, but Aidan is just better. Aidan is just the best boy. He's my favourite white boy. He's my favourite Disney prince. He's the best. He sacrifices so much. He's willing to sacrifice so much. And he just doesn't give me predatory vibes. Or some of the others, I get predator vibes, but him, no. Like, he doesn't explicitly state his age, and all the Barbies are like, what, 16? But he doesn't scare me. You know, and men scare me, but he doesn't. He's cool, he's iconic. I appreciate him. I don't think I have anything else to say, but this video is so disorganised because of the heat that I don't know if I've missed something. Like, I potentially have missed something. I've definitely not missed any princes that are relevant, but I've potentially missed a point. If I have any points, I will... But I probably don't have any. I just love Aidan. He's great. Louis sucks. Dominic and Julian, pretty cool. Nalu, kind of a Chad, but I do kind of appreciate him. And yeah, this is definitely the worst Barbie video I filmed, and I could end up refilming it, but I hopefully won't because I don't really want to. But yes, I will, yeah. So I don't know what the next Barbie video I'm going to film is. I'm either doing villains, couples, sidekicks, or the Barbies themselves, or How Gay is Barbie. I feel like How Gay is Barbie would be a good one, but I just don't think I want to do that one next. I'm not sure. I'm undecided essentially, but yes, that is my ranking of the Barbie princes. Hopefully this video was shorter than all my other ones, but it was definitely worse. It was definitely worse quality, more chaotic. It was me just kind of hating the Barbie princes. It was me just hating Prince Louis, because he sucks. He sucks, okay? That's my fact. He's awful. Don't like him. But like Dominic, Julian, Derek, Aiden, that's my boys. Those are the boys that we love. So yeah, that is the end of the video. If you liked it or you want to see more Barbie content, do subscribe, because I will post Barbie content every month or so, every 6 weeks-ish. Well, I've done 2 Barbie videos and this one's going to go up in August, but still, I'm trying. If you have any Barbie requests or you hate my ranking, let me know, because why not? Give me comments, engage with me. Yeah, that's it. I've got a lot more Barbie videos filmed. Well, I've got a lot more Barbie videos planned, so let me know if there are any Barbie videos you want me to do. Like, I could rank like the soundtrack, but I don't know if it would even let me upload the video because I would just get copy striked. Like, it just will not, like the video will not play in most countries. So I'm not really sure. I do want to rate the soundtracks, but maybe I just can't do that. I love Barbie. There will always be more Barbie videos on my channel. Like, you know, I'm not an avid Barbie poster, but there will always be casual Barbie content on my channel. So if you're looking for casual Barbie content, do subscribe and you will get it every now and then, but in between you'll get university content. So, you know, I'm a full-time student but part-time Barbie lover. Well, Barbie loving takes up more time than being a student does, but that's just how it is. So yeah, that is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to film more Barbie videos at some point. I've put them on my filming list because I do need to do it. And hopefully you enjoyed this and didn't disagree with it too much, and hopefully this video doesn't get blocked, because so many of the clips I post in these Barbie videos, the video gets demonetized. Fine, I'm not monetized anyway, I don't care. But last time, my video got completely blocked until I removed clips, and it took me so long to edit and export it, and then I had to remove clips, re-edit around the clips, re-export it, and it ended up taking me like 3 hours more, because I had to remove the clips, find a clip replacement, check if it was like acceptable, and it just... things went bad. But I'm okay. I hope you enjoyed this video. That's all I have to say. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope the heat wave didn't disrupt it too much. And thank you very much for watching.
This is